Thank you, Saurabh. And so, how are you? You fine?
Yes, sir.
Did you read the newspaper today?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir. So, you are from a commerce background. You must be aware about the financial situation in our country and the world. So, can you tell me the recent GDP growth we registered in the first quarter of the financial year?
Yes, sir. It was 13.5%. That was registered in the quarter 1.
So, still the economists, all the monetary policy management, they are not happy with the number. Why so?
So the RBI and the SBI have projected a higher GDP. RBI had projected 16.2% for the quarter 1, but there are various loopholes, there are various shortcomings that the economy faced, and because of that, the actual numbers are lower than the projected GDP. So that is why primarily there has been an ease among the economists.
Don't you think 13 is a very good number? Like, we expect 7 to 8% annual growth. So 13 is a way ahead. Still, they are not happy. Like, why is why they wanted 16 or 17% of GDP? We are way past the COVID gap. Everything is now almost recovered. So still, they are not happy with 13% of GDP growth.
So primarily it is because the GDP numbers that have arrived are because of the base effect that was that has incurred in the last year. So on that pretext, they were expecting a higher growth rate because the pandemic has fairly settled down, and we are experiencing growth in other sectors as well. But due to that, and due to base effect also, we expected the higher number, but we could not achieve that.
What do you mean by a base effect? How it works?
So the numbers that are given are based upon the previous analysis that what is the level in the previous year as compared to that level. So if the previous year we were testing second wave of COVID-19, in that respect our GDP shrank quite down. So now the numbers that have come from a very low base effect. So now we feel that the GDP is growing 13.5%, but the actual number is not exactly that much. So that
In which quarter does India expect the maximum GDP? Is there any pattern also that is being seen since all over since the data for 10 years, 5 years? Is there any data? Is there any pattern where we can expect the maximum GDP from which quarter?
So there are, I believe, 2 quarters that are the most contributing. Firstly, the quarter 1, because after the recent budget allocation, we witnessed fresh funding. And in the last quarter, wherein we see higher spending due to the festival season also, and due to the financial year ending. So that is why governments usually try to spend more in that quarter, so that no funds are left. So those 2 quarters, I believe.
Don't you think the festival season is the main event is around Diwali? So that is the time all the manufacturing sectors, they are on their height, all the businesses, they are on their
because the money flow is the maximum. The cash flow is the maximum in that quarter.
Yes, sir. In that respect, we can see the second half of the year is more productive as compared to the first half, since the festival season falls in the quarter 3rd. But in giving the government spending, that also plays a part in a lot of the GDP aspect. So I believe quarter 4 also plays quite an important role.
What is the exact term used for money flow?
So the liquidity of the liquidity adjustment facility. So that is a corridor that is basically designed by RBI, wherein it uses the rates so as to control the money flow in the economy. It consists of 2 parts: reverse repo and repo rate. And there is a reverse repo has now been substituted by SDF, standing deposit facility. The repo rate is the rate at which the banks borrow money from the RBI by giving government securities, and the reverse repo rate is the rate at which RBI buys sucks in money from the banks while keeping the government securities. So the current repo rate is 5.40%, but the reverse repo rate has not been unchanged. It is 3.50%, I believe. But now another mechanism has been introduced, which is called the SDF, which is 25 basis points less than the reverse repo rate, than the repo rate.
Why repo rate is always then reverse repo rate? Is there any reason behind?
So because repo rate is the main operating target, operating rate that the bank itself targets, and in that aspect, it lends money via the it lends money to the economy via the repo rate itself. So that is why it is higher. And moreover, sir, if the reverse repo rate will be higher, then the banks would not be incentivized enough to lend to the people. And they will keep money with the RBI itself and get the interest. So in that aspect, reverse repo is lower base of the corridor.
We are just he's just asking what the difference, the comparison between repo and reverse repo. We're not comparing repo rate with the loan rates. So just compare those two.
So repo rates are basically linked with the loan rates itself.
Like Saurabh, the question is, there is a particular reason why repo rate is always higher than the reverse repo rate. There is a very simple financing term. Why? Take a 20-second time if you want, but think of it. There is a particular reason. Like if repo rate is 4%, reverse repo rate needs to be less than 3.5% or like at least 3.5%, right? Why? So make the circular chain, you will get the answer.
I can guess. I'm not exactly sure, but I think, sir, because the primary reason is the lending and the borrowing gap, which prevails between both the things. And if the borrowing is more, then the banks will not be incentivized to lend to the people, and they will keep the money with the RBI.
And they'll start profiting from the
RBI itself. Yes, sir.
That's the main reason.
Yes,
RBI never wants to be a profitable firm for the banks.
Yes,
right? That's why they can never decrease the repo rate to the level or less than the reverse repo rate. So that's the main reason they can never do that. Right. So, like why banking?
So primarily my education background resonates with the banking sector. Yes. So that is why my interest towards the banking sector.
So like how you can convince me like you are the perfect candidate for a banking job or banking sector job?
So primarily my educational qualifications, which are commerce, and I've done a master's also, and in that aspect, the banking sector is very much similar to the
like in our country, if someone is from an engineering background, that does not convince me to give him or candidate or engineering job, right? So I know you have a background, but still anything
Apart from your academics.
Apart from my academics, I'd say that I have been a part of various extracurricular activities as well, which provide me a very managerial skills and other skills that are required in the job, specifically the RBI job. So I believe that makes me a very suitable candidate.
So like why only RBI? Why you're just focusing like about RBI? Maybe your managerial skills will not be that of use in that organization. Maybe that will be used in back or something. Don't you think?
So after being the Apex Bank, I believe that my skills would be utilized to the maximum in that area, and plus I would get various opportunities to learn also from other people that are around me. And moreover, sir, RBI as an institution provides me a diverse area of work because it has a lot of departments which provides another area. And apart from that, sir, I believe it is a very socially respectable job also. So that are the 4 reasons that I choose RBI.
Saurabh, you have done BCom and MCom.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go for some good banks, foreign banks, corporate jobs like HSBC is there, Citibank is there. They provide a corporate culture. Moreover, your skills will be enhanced in a much better manner. Your communication skills, your learning skills, these will get enhanced if you go for a job in a Citibank or American Express or maybe an HSBC. So these banks are better, I think, for you to increase your skills and grow.
Sir, I want to add in 3 aspects. Firstly, sir, the culture part, I believe the corporate culture also is similar in the RBI itself as well, since we have heard from a lot of people that the culture is very enriching and provides very good opportunities for growth. Secondly, sir, on the skills part, RBI as an organization has more than 30 departments and offers more than 400 job roles. So I believe, sir, as an organization like RBI, it will help me grow my skills better as compared to any other sector job. And thirdly, sir, I believe that a government job like RBI provides me a very stable career, a path, a clear ladder for growth. That is why, sir, I choose.
You want a stable career.
Yes, sir.
That is the main reason.
So that is one of the reasons, but not the core reason.
So stable means what?
I have a clear path of progression, and I know where I will be after a few years. And that is,
So, agar HSBC mein if you join, then after 2 years you get a good increment and a good different culture to work with. This keeps the change going, so you're not bored of one organization, same organization, रोज ही वहीं जाना है. So you're not bored of that, so you get a change. That is good. Change is good.
change is definitely good, I believe, but RBI also promotes a lot of change since the economy itself is changing and the function also requires a change from the person's himself. I believe both are comparable in that aspect.
Saurabh, if there's a scenario you're selected for this job and after 5 years you feel that you don't want to continue, so what will happen from your point of view? What will you do? You don't want this to continue with this job. So, what will happen for you and for us in that situation?
So, firstly, I believe that such a situation won't happen. Secondly, sir, by chance, if such a situation happens, firstly, I will analyze what are the problems that I'm facing in the organization. Is it something that I'm facing on a personal level or something that I'm facing on a professional level? If it is on my personal level, I will work on my shortcomings and then work towards it. But if it is on a professional level, I will surely take the remedial steps that are required, such as I will consult with the HR team that can help me. And secondly, sir, I will consult with my seniors also, since they might also have faced such kind of problems. And that is it, sir. I believe that will help me to resolve the issue.
Right. So, if you want stability from us, even we want stability from you, right? So, that will be the best scenario. If you have any problem or anything, you consult first, then take a decision on your own, right? So because if you are hoping for the best, we are hoping for the best, right? So we want the best candidate for this job.
What is the connection between RBI and the Government of India? How are they connected financially? And how are they connected hierarchically? The hierarchy, how they are connected?
Financially, RBI transfers the income that it earns to the Government of India at the month end and at the year end. And sir,
what kind of income?
So the income that it generates via the various operations that the RBI conducts.
The whole income?
No, sir. A part of profits that is kept.
How much?
So this year it has been 30,307 crores.
What is the percentage that they transfer?
So there is no such percentage. It varies every year.
So what is the criteria that they come out with the amount?
So there is no such any particular criteria, but it is basically the analysis of the accounts that have the.
This is random. Like if I have if RBI has earned 100 crores and they wish to transfer only 10 crores, but the government wants 20 crores, what is the criteria that I am trying to? How much has to be transferred? Who will decide first? And how much has to be transferred?
So, primarily the RBI Act itself has provisions that the surplus of the RBI will be transferred to the Government of India. Secondly, sir, and if we look at the income statement of the RBI, after the various provisions that are being made, such as this year, the provision for contingency fund has been increased. So, in that respect, after making the various provisions and reductions, the whole of the income that is available is transferred to the
whole.
Yes, sir.
After all the provisions have been made,
yes, sir,
the whole that is left over has to be transferred to Government of India.
Yes, sir.
Who decides this?
So the RBI Act itself mandates the RBI to transfer the income.
RBI, the governor of RBI decides.
No, sir. It is not the governor's decision, but it is the legal mandate that has to be followed to transfer the income.
The board decision.
Yes, sir. We can say it is
the board of.
Yes, sir.
So you just mentioned RBI's profit. So how exactly RBI makes 30 to 40,000 crore profit? Sometimes they make close to 50,000 per year. Big corporates, even they are not able to generate that much amount of profit, right?
Yes, sir.
You said profit. So how is RBI able to do that?
So firstly, I would like to make a correction. It is not exactly a profit term, but it is an income term that the RBI generates, since RBI is not a profit-making organization. Secondly, sir, RBI, the main source of income comes from the interest income that the RBI generates, and the seniorage income also that accounts for the RBI. And secondly, sir, the expenses on the expenses part, after deducting the various expenses.
Let's just focus on the revenues. So you said from the interest rates. What kind of interest rates?
So it provides interest to the banks itself and to the government itself, and by the wage and visa advances. To the banks, it provides a liquidity adjustment facility that we talk about. From that also, it generates interest, and to the when it issues bonds or etc. to the foreign company, to the foreign lenders also. By that also, it generates interest income.
Don't you think that just by collecting the interest amount of 50,000 can be generated? But it's very difficult. For generating 50,000, they need to lend at least 5 to 10 lakh, at least 5 to 6 lakh crore.
Yes, sir.
Do you think like RBI gives that much loan per year?
So if we look at the balance sheet side of the RBI, it is 60 lakh, it is almost 60 lakh crore. So I believe that giving amount of that scale would not be a big problem.
Right. So like, don't you think there's something else which the RBI holds and they can generate of that?
So the revaluation account is profits also are
what about the dollars they have, the forex they have?
That is in the revaluation account.
Right. So like what they do of that much, like the recent data shows the forex reserve is like at, if you have any
$561 million.
$560 billion, right? So if you convert it in rupees, it's in lakhs, right?
Yes.
Like what they do of that dollar or the gold, where exactly they use it or put it?
That money is not particularly for the income purposes, since that money is an asset of the Reserve Bank of India, and that is used for the times of stress. For example, we have seen recently also, since the dollar was plunging, so the RBI decided to sell its forex so as to stop the downfall.
So you think that they have like $400 billion stored somewhere?
Sir, we cannot particularly say that it is stored at a vault or somewhere, but it is distributed in various foreign assets, such as the STR also included, and the gold reserves also included, which are somewhere around 471 tons, which is held in the physical form also, and the foreign banks as well. And then we have the foreign currency as well, such as the dollars and
so they have dollars?
Yes, sir.
Where exactly that currency is? They have close to $400 billion,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
billion dollars amount of dollars, right?
Yes, sir.
Only dollars. So where exactly that liquidity or that currency is? In India, in Mumbai, in any other place?
Sir, can I take a minute?
Yes, sure.
So the gold reserves are particularly with the Bank of Switzerland (BIS) and the Bank of England, which are in the physical form, and the SDRs.
We are with IMF, reservation is with IMF.
Yes, sir.
Only fourth left thing is the foreign currency assets.
Yes, sir.
More than 90% dollars, then yen, then
other
euro,
currencies.
right? So where exactly that dollar is, or the foreign currency asset is? Don't you think the RBI is too much smart to hold that money? Why to hold that much? If you are an economist, so why to hold money? You never hold money as an economist. So you always
Invest that money in various government securities.
do a safe investing, right? So
Yes, sir.
RBI never have that money. They always invest.
Invest.
That, like, if you have $560 billion amount of assets,
Yes, sir.
you invest that.
Yes, sir.
If you are simply getting a 10% interest, so that will be $50 billion,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So they never store that. They always invest. You can even invest as gold, right? So that is the main earning. That is the main like profit making thing for the RBI. If they want dollar for Indian economy, they get it back.
By selling those dollars.
So basically, what do you think? Which is the safest place to invest for RBI?
Government securities and the foreign securities are the
If they are investing in government security, that doesn't fill the loop. That's government money, right? So they want public to buy the government security. They invest in Western countries bonds. That's the best thing to do.
Yes, sir.
If you invest in USA, they'll always pay you back. They are never defaulted. Right? So that's the thing RBI do. China do, India do, Japan do. So like we lend money to the Western countries, right? So that is a very important basic to learn, right?
What are government securities? What are government bonds?
So these are short-term or long-term loans that the government raises via RBI. RBI acts as an agent of the government and issues a term in their behalf.
Do they have public investment also?
Yes, sir.
Public can also deal?
Yes, sir. Recently, RBI has released a scheme called Retail Direct Scheme, wherein the public can invest in the government securities.
What is hedging?
So it is basically the risk management tool, wherein we diversify our portfolio so as to so as to reduce our risk in case of uncertainties.
How do we do that?
So we can invest in various securities which are of different duration and various different liquidity, so as to manage our portfolio.
Like different means?
So, example, if I earn 100 rupees, I can invest 40 rupees in bonds, which are long term in nature, and 20 in debentures, other 30% in my real estate also, and some percent in my gold, which diversifies my portfolio and provides me a various hedge. If one security decreases, the other can provide me a safeguard.
Who controls this stock market?
So, the primary SEBI controls the stock. SEBI is the regulator of the stock market.
Controlling body.
Yes, sir.
Stock market is SEBI.
Yes, sir.
And who controls the insurance?
IRDAI.
IRDA. Is there anything common? Is there any scheme that is common between IRDAI and stock market?
So I'm not exactly aware of that, but there are schemes which provide an insurance as well, and which are dependent on the stock markets, since they invest further the money in the stock markets to generate returns. I'm not aware of the exact name of the scheme.
Sir, recently government they did the IPO for LIC, and now we are seeing that maybe that was not a very good idea. LIC is not performing that well. Can you tell me like any specific reason why the share price for LIC and why that IPO is not that of a success? If we see it now, at that moment it was a success, right? But maybe now they are regretting. Why? Like, there was a recent update that LIC is not in the top 10 biggest firm in India right now. Right? So Adani Group, a form of Adani, not the Adani Group, a form of Adani, they overpassed, right? Bajaj Finance, they overpassed. So like, what is the specific reason why LIC share is not that much of a hit on the platforms, BSC and NBC? If you are active in about knowing the BSC and NBC, right?
Yes, sir. I'm slightly aware of that.
Right. Do you invest on your own?
No, sir.
Not now, right? You have plans to.
Yes, sir.
Like if you are not convinced to invest, that is a very dangerous thing for us, right? So you will invest, right? So why like the investors they are not that much motivated to invest in LIC? Like what you can think of? What may be the reason?
Sir, I might be wrong, but I believe, sir, when the IPO was released, it was very much hyped, and invested definitely in a good amount, and it was well oversubscribed. But over time, sir, the market forces and the market demand and supply, considering the financials of the LIC itself, have played their role, and market corrections are happening, and so the stock prices are taking their actual value. So in that respect, sir, I believe that the LIC share is not performing optimally.
There is something called a FOMO in share market. Have you
Yes,
heard
sir.
of it?
Yes, sir.
Like what do they mean by FOMO? That is the lingo like they use in the normal chats, right?
Yes, sir.
So like why do they use FOMO for the share market?
So basically, it means fear of missing out. Because since I feel like LIC, which was very hyped that I will miss out on the shares, so people invested readily. But now, since the major investors which had invested are feeling that they should exit early so as to book profits, so that is why the shares are.
So is it the right time to buy LIC shares now?
Sir, I've not done any rigorous analysis of the stock, but I believe, sir, as the common saying goes, that we should buy low and sell high. So if the prices are low, we can consider buying.
ठीक है सौरभ, thank you.